Hi Leo, what's up? Welcome to your December reading. I hope you guys are all having a really great day. We're going to be seeing what messages do come through for you guys, get some insight, get some guidance, see what you can expect for the second half of December. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. Please be patient as it might take me a while to get back to your message. I am planning on taking a couple days just to rest, recharge around, Christmas or New Year's. I'm not entirely sure what my schedule is looking like. So if I take a little bit to get back to your message, I will get back to you very soon. Okay, we'll work something out. Thank you so much for all of your love and all of your patience. Also, I know you guys, some of you were like, is there gonna be a Leo reading? I was like, yes. There's just been some things that I was juggling with, and I didn't get a chance to do your reading. But as I'm doing your reading, it's Monday, full moon energy in the air. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, Leo. Let's get into your reading and let's see what your messages are. All right, first card out, Starseed. What lights you up? This is a time where you're needing to take a moment, contemplate, go inwards. What lights you up? Second half of December, you're connecting to something that speaks to you on a deeper level, on an emotional level, on a passionate level, something that inspires you. Now, you might be noticing, over the next little while, there's either something in your life that's lighting you up, or there's something in your life that's dimming your light and actually doing the opposite. And it's a question for you to ask yourself, what lights you up, Leo? What gets you moving? What motivates you? What inspires you? What keeps you going? What lights you up? And is there anything in your life that is dragging you down? Is there anything that is blocking your shine, blocking your light? You guys are ruled by the sun. The sun is your ruler. You're meant to shine bright. You're meant to make a big, warm, powerful, beautiful impact. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to shine bright. So is there anything, is it yourself? Is it a person? Is it an environment? Is there something in your life that is preventing you from shining and being lit? Something to ask yourself. Star Mother at the bottom. How can you mother yourself, right? How can you nurture yourself? How can you how can you love and heal yourself and take care of yourself? What things can you do currently, near future, that will, just support you on your journey, support you on your path? What are those things? What's your go-to self-care? Comment that down below. What do you normally do after a long day and you're tired, or you just need a little extra love? What is it? What's your routine? Drop that down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys do to nurture yourselves. I always love taking just a day to just do some yoga, take a salt bath, light some candles, do a little ritual, maybe even pull a few cards on myself, I don't do that often, pulling cards on myself, because, I pull so many for you guys and my clients and stuff, but yeah, literally the card that flipped out was I don't really need to pull cards on myself because you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. Thanks, Spirit. But also, whatever it is that you're doing, Leo, keep it going, keep it moving. You're doing fabulous. You just need to trust yourself, trust the process, trust your intuition, because it's leading you exactly where you need to be, where you need to go. You're in alignment. So I don't know if you've been doubting yourself, but I'm here to remind you that you are capable. You are doing an amazing job. You should be so proud of yourself for how far you've come. The future is bright. You look over here, you see all these pillars of support. The future, there's this bright light gleaming in the distance. Your future is so bright, okay? Even if it doesn't feel like it right now, it's going to look up. It's going to get better. So please keep going. We have Council of Light at the bottom, Divine Orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So you are so divinely protected. You are so supported. You are so loved. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, anybody who's passed on, they're around you always, but especially if you call upon them or if you need a little extra boost of support, they're here to help you. They're guiding you. They're showing you which way to go. Your future self is also guiding you, looking back at what you're currently going through and be like, oh my God, like, I was so worrying it was not going to work out. And here I am. So, trust yourself. You're in alignment. You're on the right path. You're needing to take it easy. Try your best to. Anything else for Leo before we move on? Oh, all right. This is what we got. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, right? Take some time out for you, Leo, during the second half of December. Really trust and lean into, what feels right. So you guys gave me quite a few cards. I'm just going to go through these quickly because I want to switch decks and move on to different messages. We have soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Along with the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. There's going to be some changes in terms of your soul tribe. Not really, like, your soul tribe doesn't change. Like, your soul tribe is your soul tribe, point blank, period. But I'm feeling like, towards from now to the end of the month, there might be some changes when it comes to the people in your life. There's some people that might be leaving your life. There might be people entering your life. There's a few adjustments being made when it comes to your soul tribe. It's happening for you. So trust it's all happening for the best. The other cards we have are share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, and expression, along with yes, just say yes. So I see an opportunity presenting itself in the near future that you're going to be saying yes to, you're going to be accepting. This is a time where you're needing to really vocalize what it is that you want and to stand up for yourself, to really demand what you're deserving of. And this is a really powerful movement. It feels like it's a movement that you're taking. It feels really, really good. And this feels like it's been a long time coming, or it's been brewing for quite some time. And some of you've been thinking about, maybe starting your own business, or if you're interested in starting out your own channel, totally you should do it. If you've been thinking about putting yourself out there, sharing your voice in some way, shape, or form, even if it's journalism, or a blog, or Instagram page, or whatever, a podcast, music, any form of just content, I guess, go for it. Share your voice. You got something very valuable to share with the world. So yes, what are you waiting for? Just say yes. Beautiful stuff. I really like that energy. Let's see how you're doing. Let's see how you're feeling. I'm going to pull you a couple animal cards just to see here, what your vibes are looking like, Leo, over the second half of December. Please show me clearly. Oh, you got the beaver. So you're working. You're working hard. You're consistent. You're loyal. You're devoted. You're dedicated. Okay, let's keep going. How is Leo doing through the second half of December? What do you guys need to know? Messages for Leo, second half of December 2024. See that butterfly at the bottom, going through some transformation. What's going on for Leo? How's Leo doing? We got these cards. We have the dragonfly, cheetah, and the octopus. Actually interesting how these cards have come out, these three. Because the way I'm actually going to be reading this is from right to left instead of left to right. I'll show you what I'm seeing here, how these cards came out as a trio. Okay, look at how you have the not oyster. Oyster, maybe that's symbolic. It's something that's been taking a while to develop, but there is a beautiful pearl on the other side of this rough, rigid edge wall. I feel like your whole world is about to open up. So we start off with the octopus. All right, it's kind of like a scrambled energy. Look at you, your crown is highlighted, overthinking maybe, in your head a lot, processing a lot of information, feeling a little bit scattered. So much to do, so much to say. Why does that make me think of, hey, now, you're an all-star, let's not get distracted, okay? But yeah, so much to do, so much to say, so much to get done. It's a holiday season, so many moving pieces, feel a little scrambled. There's a lot of people who are needing you at this time. There are a lot of energies external from you that are kind of impacting you, dragging you down a little bit. Or remember what I was saying at the beginning of the reading, what lights you up? And is there anything in your life that makes you feel dark, makes you want to go overcast, block your light or tame down your light, right? It's kind of feeling that here with the octopus. And then we go from octopus to look at how the cheetah, he's running away. He's literally moving in a different direction. Now, maybe this is Mars retrograding in your sign. Mars will still be in Leo till beginning of January. So we'll talk about that when it changes into Cancer. We'll talk about that next month. But so it's like, there is a bit of an impulsive energy I'm seeing with this. Be mindful of jumping to conclusions, especially with the dragonfly. I'll talk about that in a second, because there is a bit of energy where it's just like you're jumping the gun, or a little bit trigger happy, or maybe just jumping to conclusions, making assumptions, making mountains out of molehills. Like, it's kind of showing here, think before you act. You're going to want to think before you act. And I wouldn't even get this typically with the cheetah, but just because it's paired with a little bit of this distortion, even with the dragonfly, it does talk about a distortion here. I'll talk about that in a moment. It's like, you might want to slow down. Be intentional, because even with cheetahs, when they're approaching their prey, they have short bursts of sprints. They don't run forever and ever and ever and ever. They like to kind of creep up from afar, be a little stealthy, and then when they're in the right distance, then that's when they attack, you know? So it's kind of like you're going to want to think a few things out before action, before doing, before committing. But yeah, cheetah, it is very much like quick, instant, on the go, let's get going, let's get rolling. And also the question that comes up with the cheetah is like, what lights you up, what motivates you? What is your intention behind this? It's about reconnecting to why you're doing this in the first place. So why are you doing this? Why do you do the things you do? Why do you say the things you say? Or like, why are you doing these things? Why are you around these people? Like, just starting to kind of connect the dots. And so it's interesting how then it was how did this come out? It was like this. Yeah. So we move away from the octopus, and then we move towards the dragonfly, moving towards a clearer picture of the future, a clearer understanding of what the next part of your path, next part of your journey is. This is now where your vision becomes crystal clear, whereas before it was very distorted, it was very raggy, it was very all over, bumpy, and like just overwhelming and confusing. Now it's starting to become crystal clear. It's like when a camera focuses. Here, I'll show you. It's like all of a sudden we go from super blurry, like, oh my god, can't see shit. This literally, when the dragonfly is out of balance, it's off focus. Like, you can't see shit. You may as well be blind, right? You may as well just give up. But this is now, we're moving out of the octopus, heading to the cheetah. Things are starting to become way more clear. Now it's clear. That's literally what the dragonfly talks about. From blurry vision to crystal clear. So maybe you're getting your eyes checked. Some of y'all are getting your eyes checked, or getting some sort of like surgery for your visions, or I don't know. Dragonfly, it does talk about like, as the situation's growing, as more time goes on, they will make more, what am I saying? It will make more sense is what I'm trying to say. Holy crap. Yeah, just the situation's developing. Kind of like when you take a picture on a Polaroid camera, you gotta let the picture develop, and it might take a few minutes, but sooner or later you'll see the bigger picture. So something about seeing the bigger picture, just keep working at it, right? Because the beaver was your first card out, which is all about consistency, dedication, having a good attitude about it too, not being like, oh, this sucks, oh my god, this is such a drag, like, you know, not octopus, I was gonna say otter, honestly, which is all about optimism and joy and fun and like lightheartedness and celebration. So with the beaver, you're needing to, your best bet, I'm not telling you what to do, but the best approach is to go at this experience or situation with like a positive attitude, and try to just focus on the good things. Try not to harp on the bad things that you dislike, because of course what you put your attention to, the more you attract of that. And I literally have experienced that so many times in my life. So try your best to just be aware of where you're directing your thoughts and your energy and your attitude, because that is truly a game changer. All right, and also intuition is giving you signs, clues, heads up. But as long as you're stable, because you're needing to be really stable and grounded for you to actually receive these messages from your higher self. What's interesting also is about the balance between your masculine and feminine energies. Tiger is more of a feminine energy, whereas the elk is more of a masculine energy. So I'm seeing that like there is this, maybe this is talking about actually like a partnership too. Lion. I think honestly this looks like it's from within you. With the lion, it's Leo. This feels like this is about you finding the balance between your masculine and feminine energies. So at the beginning, or well, not even really beginning, by like kind of current vibes, you might be feeling a little bit scattered, a little bit difficult finding the balance, but by the end of December, probably in Capricorn season, is where you're going to feel way more grounded and in tune and in flow and in harmony. So interesting stuff, Leo. We're going to use the Mermaid Tarot. For some reason, as I was getting into your energy, this deck really called to me. Haven't really used it much in a long time, okay? But I felt drawn to it for a reason, so I'm not going to overthink it. Let's see what's going on for Leo. Second half of December 2024. Any messages for Leo? What do you guys need to know? Look out for, be aware of. What's going on for Leo? Show me clearly. Your first card out, we got Justice. What did I just say about the balance, right? What did I just talk about? Balance, harmony, finding the flow. Look at this sudden turn of the tides. Tides are turning in your favor. We got Libra energy out here. So this is showing that recent choices or decisions that you've made, actions that you've took, this is confirming, good job, good on you, amazing, keep going, because it's working on your favor. In a short amount of time, there will be this big push forwards in the direction that you've been like, you've selected your destination or what your target is, and everything's been aligning to get you in the right place. And now it's just, there's not really much you need to do, but just embrace, keep going. Like, that's what we've been saying. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working. It's working. We have 3 of Swords at the bottom. Okay. We love Fortune. We love to see it. And the 7 of Swords. And also the 4 of Swords. There's some things going on behind your back. I would say here, the Divine is definitely watching out for you. Some of you, there's money coming in. I don't know if you're dealing with like inheritance or money that's been owed to you. Legal matters perhaps. Maybe divorce or settlements or, I don't know, child support or... there's something you've been avoiding because you've been thinking it was going to be really bad, or like you were scared to see what the outcome was going to be or the repercussions, but Spirit is wanting you to actually take a closer look at something. We have the 5 of Pentacles, which he's like ignoring, avoiding, and meanwhile, it's like you actually have options. There are options available, but you're like afraid that you have none. So you're like, I just don't want to look. It's like a train wreck. I don't want to look. But really, Spirit says, take a peek, open your eyes, focus in your camera, right? Remember how before it was blurry? Okay. Now, for those that you're dealing with some sort of heartbreak or betrayal, a loss, an ending possibly in a relationship, I'm seeing that you're gonna be moving forwards from this quite soon. If not, it's already behind you, or you're in this process of really just like bouncing back from whatever this painful ending, loss, shakeup, disruption in your life. This is where it's like 3 of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune, moving along. And what's interesting is because we do have the 7 of Swords in this deck, it talks more about like, what are you keeping with you and what are you leaving behind? All right. Yeah, there was some deception, there was some mind games, there was some trickery, there was foul play. All right. Someone wasn't playing fair, someone was playing dirty, and maybe if this was in business, it was very unprofessional. If this was in a relationship, it was just so disrespectful. Like, but Spirit is saying, it's like with the 4 of Swords, you can lay this to rest. You can honestly put this on ice. You can freeze this for a moment. There's not a whole lot you need to do about this situation. Okay? At least not right now. Honestly, going back to Justice, you don't need to do much. Justice is in your favor. You're going to be getting all that you deserve. Okay, what else you got for Leo? Let me try and shuffle it this way. Yeah, as I split the deck, we have that 4 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. Really just like give it some time. Give it some room to grow. Give it some room to develop. Give yourself as much time as you need. Give yourself some space. All right, what's going on for Leo for the second half of December? Any messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the second half of December 2024? Empress and the Seven of Cups here. You got a lot. Look at this. You got a lot going on. Your hands are full in the second half of December. There's a lot that's growing. Multiple things at once, to be honest. Now, you do need to be choosy and selective of what you want to grow and what you don't want to grow. It's like if you're in a garden, you're planting all your seeds and you're watering it, which is great, and you're consistent, which is awesome, but what happens while you're watering the ground, there's other things that start to appear, little weeds, right? You got to pick through and choose and select what do you want to grow, because not all these cups you want. Right? We look at some of these cups, there's a snake in one, there's a flower in other, there's these crystals. Like you gotta know what you want. You gotta know exactly what you desire. Be specific, because I'm telling you, when it comes to manifesting, sometimes it get annoying. Because if you leave out a little detail, you're going to get what you want. But then that one thing that you weren't specific about, you're going to wish that you were specific about it. It's like, for example, a friend of mine, she was saying like she wants a new car and all this stuff. And then, well, she got a new car, but she was in a car accident before. She was fine, luckily. Car was fucked. At least it was covered, though, by insurance. But, like, so she's like, I want a car. I'm manifesting a car. She got a new car, but at what cost? So it's like, be careful what you wish for type shit. Okay? But it's showing here, you got a lot developing. There's a lot. Like, it feels like your whole world is actually opening up. Because even when we look at the Seven of Cups, it kind of looks like a cave. It's kind of, like, caved in. It's kind of, you see this little opening at the top. It feels a little bit, like, squished and claustrophobic. I don't know if you're claustrophobic. I can be a bit. I don't really like small spaces. But then when we go to the Empress, it's very open and breathable and wide and, it just feels very fresh. So it feels like your world is opening up. So just be careful what you choose, be careful what you wish for, be careful what you select out of all the possible options and paths. Because some of them are confining, some of these paths, some of these options that you say yes to could be very restrictive, and there's other options or paths that you could choose that are very much like opening. Sorry, my dog is barking in the back. Bottom of the Sun. Well, that's nice, actually. This is just like a positive influence saying whatever you end up choosing from these options or paths, it's going to lead to a lot of happiness as long as you are open to receive. Leo, it's your energy, 2 of Wands. And then the 10 of Cups. I mean, honestly. And then we even have Death showing that there is changes taking place. But you're not going through these changes alone. I love this deck. I'm going to get a new version of this deck because this deck obviously has seen better days. But yeah, there's some cleanup. You're not doing this alone. There's help. There's support. And there's something about family. Either you have a beautiful family, or this is about like not taking something for granted, really counting your blessings. And it also is just looking like, again, the choice, the options that you have, decision that you'll be making in the near future, whatever path you end up choosing, it's gonna be great. It literally, the 2 of Wands are surrounded by the Sun on one side and the 10 of Cups on the other side. You cannot mess this up. You cannot. There's no way. It's impossible. It's literally impossible for you to make this messed up. Like, nah. Impossible. Okay. What else you got for Leo? What do you have for Leo? Second half of December, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, King of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. This is where... I'm seeing let me talk about you, and then I'll read this if there's 2 people involved, because this is you with 9 of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, yeah, let's talk about you for a second, where you're really prioritizing yourself, your self-care, your rest, you're replenishing yourself, you're renewing yourself, and you're taking a bit of a break. I honestly see here you're emotionally detaching from something that has definitely affected you. Maybe that's that 3 of Swords from earlier. It was a 3 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. There's something in your emotional life, right? More to do with your relationships and, connections and your past and just your overall emotional well-being. It's showing that there may be some ups and downs or fluctuations. Maybe a bit of like, Very sensitive, almost to a point where it becomes too much and you want to just detach with the King of Swords. Now, this is also where you're being very logical and practical, and so there's emotions that are coming up and you're just shutting it down. Please don't dismiss yourself or the feelings that come up. The way you feel, you're feeling it for a reason. It's really important that you honor those emotions and you don't just like avoid them or suppress them or, you know, invalidate the feelings that are coming up here. And if that's not you, maybe you're dealing with somebody like that who is literally being cold as ice and just very belittling, and it's hurtful. So I'm sorry if you're dealing with somebody like that, because this does feel like this is someone that's just like, oh, suck it up or get over it, or just somebody who, and maybe that's your own inner dialogue that you're telling yourself, but it's definitely feels like someone who's being very cold, harsh, icy, detached. And honestly, I'm also feeling like this comes from a place of like fear of vulnerability or not wanting to come across as like weak, right? Vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's actually a strength. But if this is a person, this is someone that's acting out of behavior to protect themselves from potentially being hurt or harmed in the process. All right, so somebody's definitely like just shutting down their emotions because it's just getting too overwhelming or it's too much. Or again, if you're coming to someone with how you're feeling and they're shutting you down, it's because for them, they don't even know how to process their own feelings and emotions. So when it comes to you expressing how you feel to them, they're like, oh, I don't know, so just shut down. So I know it's hard not to take it personal, but it's really personal, okay? But yeah, it's interesting shit. That's an interesting combination. And so maybe that's going back to the stomach cups, maybe that's making you feel very confused, very scattered. Okay, so, and then at the bottom we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and then the Star, Aquarius energy, as well as the 2 of Pentacles, because I'm seeing there is something about a relationship here, but it's very, like, wishy-washy. I just heard on thin ice, or it's very, like, up in the air, inconsistent. I don't know if this is a full-fledged commitment, especially because of 9 of Pentacles. Someone really likes their independence, or likes their alone time, or when it comes to the idea of taking the next step or making this solid, making this a full-fledged commitment, it's kind of like someone's weighing out the pros and cons. Do they have what it takes? Do they have the time? Do they have the energy for this? Is this really what they want right now? Is this really in the right time? Like, I'm seeing that there's someone here who's being very, very, I don't know, just wishy-washy. Like, 2 of Cups and the Star, this shows that there is a very fulfilling, passionate, healing, true, genuine connection. It's very mystical, it's very spiritual, it's very magical, right? But then there's also just like, maybe because this is the King of Swords being skeptical, or even the Queen of Cups reversed being a bit emotionally unavailable. It's like there is this back and forth of, do I want this? Maybe I don't. Maybe, nah, I don't. Like, I'm seeing this back and forth, and like someone needing some time to really just figure themselves out and go inwards. High Priestess before taking any further action. 8 of Wands. This kind of reminds me of the animal cards from Earth. Oh my god, stop. High Priestess, 8 of Wands, and then a 2 of Swords. Look at all these 2s. 2. But it's like, see how someone literally keeps blocking themselves from taking action? Like their intuition is literally giving them green light. Go for it. Go. Do it. Yes. Just say yes. Remember the card from earlier? Just say yes. Go for it. Why not? Share your voice. You guys have something to say? You want to reach out to someone? Do it. Why the fuck not? Life is short. But then something saying, oh no, don't. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense, babes. Make it make sense. All right. Okay. Let's keep moving. Let's see what else. So if that's a connection, the relationship definitely feels complicated. And if that's the case, remember earlier, the dragonfly, things are going to be very clear in the near future. You're going to get clarity on their motives. You're going to get clarity on yours. Like, just full crystal clear, like seeing the bigger picture, seeing like, where is this going? Is there a potential future? Is there not? Right? Take that however it applies, whether it's about a relationship or even a career, job, environment. Take that however it applies, however it fits your situation, of course. Okay. Clarity is coming, y'all. What else you got for Leo? We have the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Okay, what a combination we have here. This does feel like some people can't be trusted, or talking about clarity that's coming out about your, remember we had that earlier with Soul Family and the ever unfolding rose, and I was like, I feel like at the beginning of the video I was like, I feel like there's going to be some changes when it comes to some of the relationships. Maybe there's some leaving, departures, there's going to be some arrivals, I don't know, man. And it does look like that. If there's people that you can't fully trust, it's being wiped out. You're not bringing that into 2025. Hell no. There are people that are talking shit. They're gossiping. If they're throwing shade your way, it's gotta go. There has been... Okay, so what's interesting though is because the Three of Cups was on top of the Ten of Swords. So, is the Ten of Swords behind you? If there are... This is talking about some past event. There are people from your past, a whole group of people that are talking about you, or your name is showing up in other people's conversations. So if your ear starts ringing, that's when you know a motherfucker's talking. I've literally tested this before. It's so crazy. Anyways, yeah. What, talking good, talking bad? I can't say. I mean, let's see what's at the bottom. Queen of Swords. No, just speaking facts. So if someone would disagree, they'd be like, oh, you talking shit? It's like, I'm not talking shit. I'm not shit talking. I'm just telling how it is. I'm actually just saying the facts. I'm not lying on your name. I'm not spreading lies. I'm just saying how it is. Queen of Swords. If you don't like people knowing what you did, maybe you shouldn't have done it. I don't know, y'all. This is so funny, but yeah. Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. Relationships that are just based on pure, like, transactional relationships, that's the word. Any transactional people, relationships, connections, it's done for. It's completed. It's over. Yeah, I kind of just get this vibe with this three of Cups and the Ten of Swords of just like take till there's nothing left. People that, and even they got a little teacup too, so it's like, you know, spill the tea. You do have quite a bit of swords coming out in your reading. Queen of Swords at the bottom, Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. See, now we're bringing a bunch of different people into your reading. A lot of different people, a lot of different energies. Some of it's yours, some of it isn't. This is so trippy. But look at this. I'm seeing a conversation take place between two people, maybe of the same sex, maybe it's both females. It doesn't have to be. Maybe this is between siblings or sisters, or... You know, but I am seeing a conversation. We have, okay, so to break this down, we have someone who's way more practical, a little bit more detached, a little bit more icy, a little bit cooler. This is air sign, Aries. Not Aries. Why did I say Aries? There's no Aries. Literally, there's no Aries in this entire reading. There's no Aries at all. Maybe you have Aries placements. Shout out to you if you're dealing with an Aries. That is not air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, bro. So we have that kind of person. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles was way more nurturing. She would be the better mother versus the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords should be very strict, very harsh, not so forgiving. Oh, you broke the rules, so time out. You're grounded. I'm taking away your phone. I'm taking away your whatever the fuck, iPad. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles, as like a mother figure, she would be the kind to bake you cookies and, you know, bring you your blanket, get your water, like, you know, just bring you a lot of comfort and support. She'll do your homework, right? So, you know, two different, very, very different energies that we're seeing here. Oh, that fell. And in between these two queens is the Ace of Swords. So this is like a conversation. This is clarity. This is some sort of breakthrough, even a removing process. So that's happening. And this was at the bottom that came out with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. So yeah, and when I look at this Ace of Swords, the sword is being held down by a rope. So there is something in your life, Leo, that's been like holding you down or dimming your light, blocking your shine, all right? Dimming your sparkle. Seven of Wands also, and the Four of Swords. See, and look at all these people, look at all these different energies coming at you. And the Four of Swords, you're just trying to protect your peace, or you need some space. You need to be around loving, healing vibes. That's why he's surrounded, or she is surrounded by all these animals, because animals are way more pure. It does look like there is something coming at you, though. Knight of Swords underneath this Four of Swords. You're just in your mind, you're in your business, you're just healing, you're doing your thing, and, well, there's this tide turning, coming at you quite fast, and we have the Lovers underneath that, which, and the Seven of Swords is bringing, look at all the swords in your reading. All this air. I know we're just pulling a bunch of cards at the bottom, but it's showing a direct storyline here. There is someone here who could be at a distance from you, or someone you've been distant from, who could be approaching you, or kind of disrupting your own flow, your own peace. Seven of Swords and the King of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So someone here is still hurt over the past. They feel like you've been ignoring their, when I hear their wishes, they feel like you've been dismissing them, or you feel this way. Okay, however the fuck, whoever I'm speaking for. But this is somebody who feels like they've been neglected, and it's like this is something that's coming back up, bringing up some shit from the past. So good luck with that, Leo. Someone here feels like you've been ignoring them, or vice versa. Maybe this is someone that you had an ending with, or a friend, or yeah. All right, is there anything else? I gotta wrap up your reading. Any other messages for Leo? Anything else that Leo should look out for? Thank you. Six of Wands. And then we have the Devil at the bottom. So, well, first of all, Six of Wands does talk about accomplishments and celebration and victory and success, and really just shining in your light and saying and sharing what you have to say, getting whatever you want off your chest, taking the center stage, really just being bold, brave, and beautiful, and you have a lot of eyes on you. A lot of eyes on you. This fell out on the Seven of Cups, so it would not surprise me if you have a lot of potential options when it comes to love, when it comes to dating, or even just like, even in a business level, professional level. There is something about an increase in your pay. There is something about like a promotion, or just like job well done. Okay, now what's interesting is because we do have the Devil, this feels like oppression, honestly, and then we have the Four of Cups and that, and the Sun. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, this is that energy of what I was feeling earlier. It's like, is there someone or something in your life that's dimming your light or taking away from you shining so brightly? Because this honestly feels like if you give into the crowd of what the crowd wants to be pleased, and we want the old Leo, the new Leo change, we don't want the new Leo, but then you go back to the old Leo, like, this is so repetitive and the same old shit, give us something new. Like if you're an artist or something, because literally this is a performer, so it's like, it's not up to you to make other people happy. It's not your job. And if you start to feed into that, like just whatever people's comments are, it's going to really restrict you. It's really going to stop you from your flow, from your rhythm, from your vibe, so it's really important that you don't get too bogged down by other people's energies or expectations placed on you. This is something that you're cleaning up. Yeah, Death and the Sun. This is something that you're working throughout the second half of December. Not really giving too many fucks about what others want or demand or expect from you. All right? So if you disappoint people along the way, fuck it. You're not here to just be an entertainer. Like, it's not your job to... You get me. I could go on and on and on about this, but I gotta go. So, I hope that this reading helps you, Leo. A lot of different messages. Obviously, use your discernment. Let me know how this resonates in the comments below. Thank you so much for your patience and for all of your love and your support. I appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And I'll see you around on my channel. Bye, Leo.